What's up, folks? How's it going? This is Avijit here, and welcome to Devops Challenge Hub. So let's start with today's interview question. So today's interview question is: uh, explain S3 lifecycle policies and why do you need this? What is lifecycle S3 lifecycle policy? So S3 lifecycle policies allows you to automate the management of objects stored in S3 bucket throughout the life cycle. So let's say like you have created object, initial few days people will be using it. So you want to keep it in the frequent access S3 layer, which is costlier, right? After that, you want to, after maybe 30 days, people don't not using frequently. So you want to move them to infrequent access, which is cheaper than the frequent access. After that, you want to maybe archive it after 6 months, right? And after 1 year, nobody will use it. You know that maybe it's a log files, so you can delete it, right? So you can set all the rules, and that's the lifecycle policy. Okay. So let's see the definition. Amazon S3 lifecycle policies allows you to automate the management of objects stored in S3 bucket throughout their lifecycle. A lifecycle policy defines rules that automatically transition objects between storage classes or expire or delete them after a specific period. So, like key features, like you can what you can do, you can move objects to cheaper storage. Like after 30 days, you can move to infrequent access. After 60 days, you can move it to Glacier. After 180 days, you can move to S3 Glacier Deep Archive. Then you can have expiration action, like automatically delete object after a certain period of time. Let's say after 1 year. So you don't need to do all this manually. Like let's say thousands of files are getting uploaded for your company. You don't want to do manually. Like thousands of log files are getting stored. Developer might be needing that log file initial 10 days, 15 days, 20 days. After that, it can be moved to infrequent access. After 1 year or 2 years, they are not going to use it. So you can delete it, right? So it all depends on company policy, etc. And sometimes you may want to keep it for 10 years or 15 years because of government rule or some audit requirements. But all these you can automate through lifecycle policies. Version management means apply rules separately for current version and previous version. So you don't want to keep all the versions. Suppose 10 versions got created. You don't want to keep all the versions. Maybe last 3 versions you just want to create. You just want to keep it. So that also you can manage. Filter by prefix or tag. So in the bucket you have a lot of files and you want to delete those files after maybe 1 year, which are starting with abcd underscore something or log underscore something. So by prefix, you can specify or tag. Those are tagged like QA, testing, right? You want to delete them. If they're tagged testing, then you want to delete them, right? So you can apply all the rules. Apply lifecycle rules only to certain folders or tag objects. So only to certain folders. Maybe under the bucket there is a logs folder, backup folder. You can do that. So these are the advantages. So let's go and see. I have created a bucket, Devops Challenge Hub, Devops Challenge 13 May buckets under Amazon S3 buckets. And I will go to not metadata properties permission, I will go to management. Okay. So it's a management, lifecycle management, right? Lifecycle rules, lifecycle configuration, create lifecycle rule. You can create lifecycle rule here. Let's create lifecycle rule. And here you can type the name, then filter type by prefix, right? You can add object tags, right? Testing or whatever tags you want to add. Specify minimum object size, maximum object size. That is also you can do. Whatever files more than 100, 10 GB or 5 GB you want to delete, right? You can do that. Lifecycle rule actions. Choose the action you want this rule to perform. Transition current versions of object between storage classes. Transition non-current version of objects between storage classes. Expire current version of object. Permanently delete non-current version of object. Delete expired object, delete markers or incomplete multi-part upload. So there the rule actions are there. And then let's say select the first one. Transition current version of object between storage classes. If I select first one, there will be some more options will appear. Like choose storage class transition from this one, IA, to after this many days, it will be like a transition to after maybe 30 days. It will be transition to IA, right? This kind of transition I can add. Then I can create rule. So I can add transitions. And similarly, like if I select different options like transition, expire can versions of object. So here, after how many days it will be expired? Days after the object creation. Expire the object. Then maybe delete expired object, delete markers, etc. Delete expired objects, delete markers, delete incomplete multiple. So these are the different options, and then you can click on create rule and create the rule. Okay. So why do you need S3 lifecycle policy? For cost optimization, you need automatically move data to cheaper storage tiers or delete it. So that way you save cost. If you don't need it, delete it. You save cost or move it to cheaper one. If you don't need frequently, keep it in infrequent. If you don't need immediately, like or very infrequently you need it, you can archive it. Glacier option, Glacier deep archive, all these things. Right. Operational efficiencies, reduce manual working in managing life cycle, managing object life cycles, regular compliance, helps enforce data retention and deletion policy, regulatory compliance, performance optimization, keeps archive data in high performance tiers, archive cold data, keeps active data in active data in high performance, and archive the cold data. The data which is cold data means cold means not frequently accessed, nobody is using it, keep it in the archive. And active data, you keep it in high performance tiers, right? So cost optimization, operational efficiency, regulatory compliance, performance optimization. So some example use cases like you have daily logs in S3. You want to keep them in standard for 30 days, move to Glacier after 6 months for 6 months, and delete them after 1 year, right? This is the lifecycle policy will automate this without you having right to script or monitor dates manually. So this is the benefits of lifecycle policy. So the demo I have already shown. I have shown you like on that AWS S3 dashboard, and you can go from command line also you can do that. Command line also you can apply or create the lifecycle rules. So let's go to quiz section. So what is the primary purpose of S3 lifecycle policy? Primary purpose of S3 lifecycle policy is to automatically manage objects during their lifetime. B. Which of the following actions can be performed using an S3 lifecycle policy? Resize the S3 buckets? No, I cannot resize with lifecycle policy. Move object from Glacier to Glacier deep archive? Yes, I can do that. Increase object size automatically? No. Convert object to JSON? No, I can't do that. So B. Move objects to Glacier or Glacier deep archive. That is the answer. Next one. Why would you use an S3 lifecycle rule to transition data to cheaper storage classes like Glacier? To reduce storage cost over time. You want to reduce the storage cost. Which storage class is most suitable for data that is rarely accessed and can tolerate retrieval delays of several hours? Right? Immediately you won't be able to retrieve. It will take several hours. Which is the one? And rarely accessed one. So that is S3 Glacier Deep Archive. S3 Glacier Deep Archive. What happens when S3 object reaches the expiration date defined in lifecycle policy? Lifecycle policy is permanently deleted. S3 object reaches the expiration date, it will be deleted. Okay, so that's it for today. Hope you like this video. Please like and share, and please also subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow my Devops Challenge Hub LinkedIn page. Devops Challenge Hub. I also organize a quiz contest every day. You can participate in the quiz contest, and there will be some exam you can achieve, like get some certification, etc. And also follow my WhatsApp channel for regular updates. And thank you for watching this video, and see you again in the next video.